Hi, I'm Paddycake, and this is my best friend, Brent. We've been besties for a while now, and one of the things we bonded over was our shared love of Madlibs. On Christmas a few years ago, Brent pitched the idea to me to create a show where we use AI art to accentuate the humor of Madlibs. 3 weeks later, we started filming, and we haven't stopped since. Through this project, we hope to share our weird humor and to highlight both the unexpected beauty and complete absurdity of AI-generated art. Welcome to MidJourney Madlibs. Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please come in and make yourself at home. My name is Paddycake, and welcome to Paddycake Games and another episode of MidJourney Madlibs. And with me, as always, is my best friend and co-host, Brent. How are you doing this evening?
I'm well. I just got finished with a lovely OS update that took a while, but I just decided to meditate in the meantime.
All right, well, I'm glad everything's worked out now. So anyway, we're not going to waste any time. You guys know how this works. We send each other Madlibs. We send each other the answers that go into those Madlibs. We then take those Madlibs. We run them through MidJourney. We create art. We get together. We share that art with each other, and we laugh. And that's the show. And we hope you like it. If you do like it, look down below the video. There's a button just for you. It's a thumbs up button. It means you like it. Right next to it, there's a big button that has subscribe. Click on that if you really want to help out the channel. And if you really want to be thorough, you can ring the notification bell, and that'll let you know when new videos get posted to the channel. Also, if you look in the description of the video, there's a bunch of cool links there. There's links to all kinds of social media, but the most important one there is the Discord. Please join the Discord. We would love to have you be part of our community and be able to chat with us anytime that you want. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Brent, you are up first tonight. What you got for us?
This was an interesting one. It's the musical that no one really wanted.
Cats?
Well, I thought the musical was okay. It was the movie that really bothered me.
Oh God! Well, yeah, the movie was pretty wretched.
So this is one of those. This is one of those screen to stage ones. The reason I say that is because this one is in the style of a Broadway musical. Broadway musicals constitute a captivating tapestry of artistic elements that blend seamlessly to create an immersive and visually stunning experience. The art style of these productions is a symphony of set design, costume brilliance, choreography, and lighting innovation. In the realm of set design, Broadway is renowned for its ability to transport audiences to fantastical realms. Elaborate set pieces, innovative backdrops, and cutting-edge stage effects contribute to the grandeur and spectacle that defines Broadway productions. Costume design in Broadway musicals is an art form in itself. Intricate and extravagant costumes play a pivotal role in bringing characters to life and establishing the tone of the performance. Designers weave narratives through fabrics, colors, and styles, leaving a mark on the visual identity of a production. Choreography and dance, characterized by precision and artistry, are integral to the Broadway experience. Dance numbers not only complement the narrative, but elevate the emotional impact of a performance. The marriage of movement and storytelling creates moments of sheer magic on stage. Lighting design, a silent maestro, shapes the atmosphere and emotion of a Broadway show. It guides the audience's focus, highlights key moments, and transforms the stage into a canvas of visual storytelling. The interplay of light and shadow enhances the dramatic impact, creating a visual feast for theatergoers. Beyond the stage, the influence of Broadway musicals extends into popular culture. Iconic costumes become trendsetters, inspiring fashion beyond the theater walls. Memorable lines and phrases from Broadway lyrics permeate everyday language, becoming a part of the cultural lexicon. The impact of Broadway is not confined to the United States. Successful productions serve as cultural ambassadors, exporting the richness of American theater to audiences worldwide. Film adaptations further extend the influence of Broadway, introducing its artistry to a global audience. Moreover, Broadway has been a trailblazer in pushing boundaries of diversity and representation. The inclusion of diverse casts and stories contributes to broader conversations about representation in the entertainment industry. In essence, Broadway musicals, with their rich and dynamic art style, continue to shape and redefine the visual and cultural landscape of the performing arts, leaving an enduring legacy that resonates far beyond the theater district. Now, enjoy my Madlib in the style of a Broadway musical. So when you see this one here, what do you think of?
Aquaman.
Is there any... Oh, okay.
Like
Well,
Victorian Aquaman.
You're on the right track. So this is basically Aquaman, the musical.
Okay, see, I was right.
Hello, my name is some YouTuber.
Oh, okay. I'm sure you have a very successful channel. It's all about fish with teeth.
As you can see, I'm a dolphin. And Aquaman is my goldfish cracker.
Okay, hello, Aquaman. He doesn't have nipples, though. I didn't realize that, a chest without nipples was that weird, but it really is weird.
That is odd. And also, apparently, he likes Nike.
Yeah, he got a nice little swoosh on his pants there.
He knows he can always call me, and I will come jumbling as fast as I can.
Oh, hey. Weird.
I don't know if that's a toilet seat or a halo.
There's like gold body paint on the. Well, I mean, it could be he's at the beach. He went to a body painter on the beach. Those happen, right? I think I've seen body painting on the beach before.
I suppose.
And then, of course, there's a little red bucket on the side that has something in it.
Once, he sent out a goose call because a group of silver humans in a submarine had come to Holland.
How horrible! All these silver humans in the submarine coming to Holland.
Well,
those aren't humans.
Bad and
by the way, those aren't humans.
no, this is the goose call.
Oh, okay. Okay, now it makes sense. Yeah,
Yes.
They're all calling at once.
He sent out a goose call, and so I guess this is how it's sent. They just
They just put gooses on a raft and
this
send it
little
out
rafty
there
thing,
and tell them just keep squawking, keep making your honking noises. It's a goose call.
A submarine had come to Holland, Aquaman's kingdom, at the bottom of
Wait,
the sea.
wait, Holland is
Steal
Aqua.
It's
wait,
colorful
wait,
treasure.
wait. Holland is Aquaman's
Yes.
kingdom at the bottom of the sea. Okay, this is new world building.
Yes.
I didn't know this. Under the sea.
Yeah.
Under the sea.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Or
now
something.
I
don't
see
know.
the first real Broadway musical influence on it. That looks like something from a musical.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like CGI or like this.
Well, no, it's a stage. It's a stage.
Anyhow.
It's stagecraft.
It's very overdone.
I didn't say it was good stagecraft.
Well, that's true. So Aquaman summoned a legion of raccoons to squirt globs of their thick scarlet ink all around the submarine so the men couldn't.
I did not know raccoons had the ability to squirt scarlet ink. So that's news. That's an interesting picture. Not really getting Broadway musical out of it, but I do see really cool sci-fi art.
Next, Aquaman called in swordfish and hammerhead commodes to stab holes through the hull of the ship and extinguish the engine.
That's freaking cool.
I don't know if that is the commode
or just the hull of the ship. But they really need to extinguish the engine because it is on fire.
Well, it looks like that's a crow's nest, and then there's that thing that could be a shark or a kaiju. The submarine was proudly damaged, but Aquaman would not let the men die, so he asked me and my fellow dolphins to carry the damaged finger to the surface.
Oh, okay. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was picturing a dolphin carrying a damaged finger with him. But no, just a submarine.
I'm looking at this thinking, so we've got the submarine, which it looks as if it might be being raised by something, even though you don't really see the dolphins. and all the humans are standing on the bottom, which doesn't seem like a sustainable thing.
No.
Where Aquaman's human mountains took the men away to a place where they could not harm anyone else. The kitchen cabinet.
So they locked them away in a kitchen cabinet so they couldn't harm anyone else. That is a really cool countertop, by the way.
And originally, this was a pretty basic, plain kitchen, white cabinets, plain fronts, plain white counters. I mean, very, very generic, with Batman logos on the cabinets and on the wall.
That's weird.
Just very clearly Batman, not even like hidden a little bit. And I was like, okay, that's funny. And then, but this, it was the most literal, like the mountains and the kitchen cabinet.
Well, I can see how the mountains,
I don't know.
I can see how the Batman symbol got morphed into mountains, because the mountains, if you look at the darker shape, it's kind of reminiscent of the Batman logo. So I can see that.
Well, guess what?
Is it time for honorable mentions?
That's the end.
Okay.
Yes, they are. It's time to be honored, you mentions. What? Okay. Yes. Aquaman is my goldfish cracker. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so musical. That's so musical. See, this is what I was expecting from everything. These crazy post musical picture things, you know. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I love it so much. The silver humans in a submarine. Come to Holland.
All right, now this I would see sending a, you know, was a goose call out for. If you see a group of humans going towards Holland in these outfits, they are up to no good.
But they're fabulous. I mean,
they are fabulous
on tour. But here we go.
Okay, so this looks like a Disney.
I just thought this was too incredible.
This is like a Disney Pixar musical.
Oh yeah. Well, they have one. They have planes. I mean, it's just a shark plane. It could be planes.
It's Planes meets Finding Nemo. It's Planes meets Finding Nemo. Fish are friends, not food. Ooh.
This is also Hammerhead commodes. But
okay.
I
But there's a
put the yellow submarine.
Right, there's a yellow submarine. How could you not include that? That's amazing. Oh, wow.
But my fellow dolphins to carry the damaged finger to the surface.
There's the fingers. That's what I was expecting. And there's quite a few on that one hand.
And there's some dolphin-looking things here, too, so that's kind of cool.
Oh.
This is the kitchen cabinet.
Oh, that's the kitchen cabinet?
Groovy.
Okay, so I feel like that's actually a really trendy restaurant that's called the Kitchen Cabinet.
So yeah, so they're all like indentured servants now at this restaurant.
At this
really
super high end
fancy
cafe.
This is the end, I believe.
Yep,
yes.
that is the end. Oh, that was fun though.
That was Aquaman, the musical. It probably did a little bit better than Spider-Man.
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah. Well, lots of musicals did better than Spider-Man, despite their best efforts. Well, I do love a good musical, but I'm really excited to hear what Lady Shablagoose has to tell us this week.
I think it has something to do with spiders too.
Okay. And now, Country Fried Fairy Tales with Mother Shablagoose.
Well, of course I've got a funny tale about a spider. Old Miss Muffet. Hey, you can't stay young forever. And yes, I said Muffet. They just changed her name that first time around to rhyme with Tuffet. What's a Tuffet anyway? Oh, what's that? A low stool? No, I don't think she'll be sitting on one of those anytime soon. Those old knees of hers sound like a raccoon eating Rice Krispies. Anyway, back to Miss Muffet. What's that? Yes, she was married, but he was a good-for-nothing tarbell boy, and when he left her and their young'uns, she took back her maiden name and said, "Good riddance." Now, can I get back to my story, or are you going to keep asking questions? Okay, where was I? Oh, yeah. So our old Miss Muffet, She went to the Shoney's buffet after a particularly nice sermon at church one fine Sunday. So there she was, old Miss Muffet, in her booth with a sensible salad and a buttered biscuit, when down plopped a spider in the middle of her tray. Now, old Miss Muffet wasn't so frightened these days, so she just picked up her purse, pulled out a can of hairspray, and pointed it right at that big hairy spider. And Hay looked up at her and said, "Hey, lady, what gives? I'm just trying to catch a bug here. Chill out."
Oh well, have at it. I was just leaving. This place has gone downhill,
said Miss Muffet. The spider was now munching on her sensible salad and seemed to have forgotten she'd just been pointing a can of Aquaman at him. Miss Muffet looked around the Shoney's and nobody else seemed to notice this exchange. She marched toward the front door and dropped a $10 bill on the counter and told the cashier,
"That's for my salad. That big spider is munching it on at my table. I'll just go to IHOP and have some Rooty Tooty fresh and fruity pancakes."
And then she flounced out the door. She just climbed into her big old Cadillac when several customers and that same cashier ran out the door of the restaurant screaming. She lit up her unfinished spliff of devil's lettuce, for the pains in her knees, and backed out of the parking lot, happy with the knowledge that it wasn't all in her head after all. Meanwhile, the spider had just plopped down next to a cute little girl, eating some cottage cheese. My.
Well, thank you for that awesome story, Lady Shablagoose. I love it when you come by and tell us your Southern fairy tales. They're so great. But it's my turn to do my Madlib now, and I'm really excited because my Madlib tonight is called Blades of Glory, and the art is in the style of a Wes Anderson film. Wesley Wales Anderson was born on May 1st, 1969 in Houston, Texas, to Ann Anderson, a realtor and archaeologist, and Melver Leonard Anderson, who worked in advertising and public relations. If that doesn't sound like characters from his films, I don't know what does. He was the second of three boys. Mel, his older brother, is a physician, and his younger brother, Eric Chase Anderson, is a writer and artist whose paintings and designs have appeared in several of Wes Anderson's films. He graduated from St. John's School in Houston in 1987, which he later used as a prominent location in his film Rushmore. As a child, he would often make silent movies with his father's Super 8 camera, and during his college years at the University of Texas at Austin, he bonded with his roommate who would become one of his chief collaborators, Owen Wilson. He graduated in 1991 with a Bachelor of Arts with a major in philosophy. Anderson's first film was Bottle Rocket in 1996, and this film was based on a short film of the same name that he made with Luke and Owen Wilson. It's about a group of young Texans aspiring to achieve major heists. It was well reviewed, but ultimately performed poorly at the box office. Rushmore came next, which was a quirky comedy about a high school student's crush on an elementary school teacher. It was a critical and financial success, and also served to relaunch Bill Murray's career as a respected actor in the indie film genre. Since its release, Rushmore has gained cult status, and in 2016, the film was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress. In the 2000s, Anderson continued his success with the Royal Tenenbaums, The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, and The Darjeeling Limited. In 2012, Moonrise Kingdom was released to great success. It competed at the Cannes Film Festival for the Palme d'Or, which is the highest prize that can be awarded. This coming-of-age story, set in a fictional New England town, struck a chord with viewers and critics and was both a critical and financial success. It's also my favorite of his films. This success continued with the Grand Budapest Hotel in 2014, Isle of Dogs in 2016, The French Dispatch in 2021, and most recently, Asteroid City in 2023. Anderson's films have a very distinct visual style, using both camera effects such as slow-motion shots, pan tilts and zooms, and rapid zoom-ins, and practical effects such as very specific choices in the architecture, furnishings, props, and their color palette. Many writers, critics, and Anderson himself have commented that this gives his films the feel of being self-contained worlds or scale model households. Combine that with his clever use of soundtrack, which incorporates everything from foreign language versions of pop songs from the 60s to instructional children's albums, it creates a look and feel that can only be described as Anderson-esque. So let's see how MidJourney tackles such a distinctive look with my Madlib in the style of one of my favorite filmmakers, Wes Anderson. I used to bike, walk, or scrutinize to get around town. Bring, bring.
Oh man, I mean that there looks almost as if somebody is creating.
I was gonna say it looks like a diorama. It looks like a diorama of a Wes Anderson scene. I just now noticed that he doesn't have a shirt on, so like his bare chest, bare hairy chest is exposed.
Way down. And he's got a bow
I just
tie.
noticed that. But now, I only travel in my pair of bright peach rollerblades.
Sorry. And, well, everything else is bright peach, but not the rollerblades.
They're barely even rollerblades. It looks like he has like weird connected rollerblades that he's just standing on top of, and then there's another little thing with a weird balanced rock in the middle of it, which doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, that also may be a sculpture behind him, and that's the pose, like he's got it on it. You know how you take those pictures, like you're like high-fiving the Statue of Liberty or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I want you to make note of the helmet and the hair. Make note of that.
Okay.
My life has improved 7%.
Sorry.
Also very Wes Anderson, but a totally different Wes Anderson. This is sort of the
Asteroid City,
Asteroid
which we
City.
need to see.
Yeah, no, we need to see it. We haven't seen that one yet. But yeah, this is very like Asteroid City Wes Anderson. It's out in the middle of like the desert area, but her legs are very problematic. I kept this one just because the identical hair and the weird face that sort of doesn't quite fit the body, and just the aesthetic of the outfits in the area. But yeah, the legs are just all kinds of wrong on the one sitting on the hood.
It looks like a brother and a sister. The one standing on the ground, it almost looks like a guy who's just wearing a wig.
Or maybe it's not a wig. Maybe they just have identical hair. Roller somersaulting is the future of transportation.
Oh, not what I wanted. Oh, that's so not what I wanted.
They're all roller somersaulting.
Oh, gosh. Because they can't walk.
Not when their bodies are shaped like that.
That is just uncomfortable.
It's fun, athletic, and crusty. Much like this big ball of ramen.
Oh, I thought it was a taco.
Well, I mean, it could be, but I just see a big ball of ramen. Fried ramen. Pretty soon, they'll build rollerblade highways from coast to chair. Right. Mostly what I got from this was either pictures of highways or pictures of rollerblades. I very rarely got anything that was in between. This gave me roller skates, which was adjacent, but I kept this one in because the aesthetic was so Wes Anderson. It was more Wes Anderson than any of the other pictures I got from this prompt. Because, just a pink shoe sitting on a desolate highway that's just in the middle of nowhere. That seemed very Wes Anderson. But the color palette is very bright.
And there's 3.
Yeah, and there's 3, which is odd. It's an odd number. Yeah, just works. Every morning, I put a helmet on my missing tooth.
Oh, not what I was expecting at all. Wow.
It's weird. It's so weird. So there's 2 sinks in this bathroom.
I feel like, well, this is like this is the bathroom. Like these aren't things. This is one of the decorations, and this evil Pac-Man ghost is like the trash can.
They're not all furniture. I mean, the thing on the left has human feet.
That's unfortunate.
So every morning I put a helmet on my missing tooth, strap on my wrist, knee, and tummy pads, and take to the streets with my various dog/cats. Slash monkey. Dog/cat/monkeys.
And then whatever that thing is on her right side.
Right, one of which I can just like scrunch up and pick up. Apparently. Like, what's up with the street? Like, why are there that many lines on the street? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Oh. Maybe it's only for bicycles.
I can smush from my house to the cyber cafe in 66 minutes. And it's good because my stairway is completely useless.
Well, I mean, maybe there's more on the other side. I hope.
Well, it doesn't. I
guess
mean,
you could kind of.
well, it doesn't matter. I mean, look.
then
there's a stairway
it
that
goes
comes
to
out
nowhere.
from underneath the stairway above it, and there's no way to walk up
Correct.
that stairway. And then the stairway above it just goes up to a landing. There's nothing there except a table and some gourds.
I feel like there's something behind this stairway that goes down. Maybe. I don't know how you get to it. Maybe it's off screen.
I don't know. It's
Maybe
odd.
this is a dollhouse that someone's dad made for them, and
While
you know,
drunk?
they just kind of like they just put a whole bunch of crap in there. They knew the kid would like how it looked.
It looks like it's a really small apartment, so I'm thinking maybe it's an apartment owned by a Winchester, possibly. Just kept building stairways and doors that led nowhere. I even started learning humongous tricks, such as how to skate on one nose.
Both better and worse than I expected.
I don't really understand what's happening in this picture. So he's got, is it a foot or a hand on the ground there? Because it's going to his shoulder, but then he's just sort of disappearing at the waist. It almost looks like he's pulling him through a weird portal. It's like, come on,
Oh,
don't go through the portal. There's the little tiny guy there too. The little tiny guy standing next to his foot. Like, I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. This one just struck me as very strange. You never know when
Me too.
freestyle blading will become an Olympic carrot. So remember, I told you to make note of that helmet and hair. So he made it. It's now a freestyle carrot. He's competing in the Olympics.
blading, which looks
Yes.
a whole lot like ice skating.
Ice skating. Yeah, it's pretty much ice skating.
It's like just the blade's a little different. It looks.
Yeah,
like,
it
which-
looks like they'd
it
be
looks a
very
little
uncomfortable.
treacherous.
Yeah,
So
they'd
maybe-
be very dangerous and uncomfortable. You'd have to stand on your tiptoes, probably. Only 3 things get between my blades and me: sand, twigs, and toe rings.
Well, 2 out of 3
Yeah,
ish.
ish. This looks very
guess I can
painful and
stand there
uncomfortable.
I just looked at his other big toe.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant
Did you
picture.
see that?
It looks very
No,
uncomfortable.
he needs help. Looks like he has frostbite. Yeah, I don't know how you're watching this.
Oh, I have a weird thing with my feet.
Okay.
If you don't know, if you're watching this and you have no idea what we're talking about. So things like walking, like I can't walk barefoot in my backyard. I can't walk barefoot anywhere except inside the house. As soon as I step outside the house, if I step off of my back porch into the yard, I have to have shoes on because the thought of something poking me on the bottom of my foot, it just makes my skin crawl. So any sort of show where someone has to walk on a really painful piece of it's very difficult for me to watch, but still pictures don't bother me. If I skate over those objects, I'm likely to fall right on my big toe.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's pretty innocuous. She
pretty-
looks like she's having fun.
Pretty good. I think that's Kirsten Dunst.
Does kind of look like her. Well, that is the end of my Madlib. Are you ready for some honorable mentions? So this just strikes me as like a cast of a Wes Anderson film. You know, the main characters, all right there. That's the main family that it focuses on, is this group of people.
I don't know any of them.
I don't know. Well, I would be surprised if we did, considering it's an AI generated picture. So none of them actually
I
exist.
know, but none of them kind of evoke anybody specific in my head.
This is also My Life Has Improved 7%. This also feels very Wes Anderson. The color palette in particular is very Wes Anderson.
Yes, I love it. It's got a kind of a throwback feel to it.
Yeah, this would be in either
late
one of his
60s.
films that is like in a questionable time period where it seems like it's modern, but it also kind of looks like it's in the 50s, or if it was like a flashback sequence in one of his films. Roller somersaulting is the future of transportation.
Well, it's better. And what's up with the pinks? Oh, Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's up with all
Why is everyone wearing pink? Oh, yeah, it's Wes Anderson. Everything's pastels. But no, this looks less like it's the future of traveling. It looks like it's the future of falling, because it looks like he's falling down and hurting his knee.
Yeah, it's not the best way to do it.
No, roller somersaulting is the future of transportation.
Oh my.
This is a zoom out.
Okay, it doesn't look safe for many reasons. Mostly, many of these people seem to be missing important
Yes,
parts of their bodies.
I agree. Every morning I put a helmet on my missing tooth.
The 3 in the middle and the 1 in the bottom, right,
Left. Yeah.
They're
They don't have any missing teeth.
They're fine.
Yeah, they don't have any missing teeth. But all the rest of them have missing teeth, so they have to put a helmet to cover their face because no one wants to see a missing tooth, apparently. But that is it. That is the end of my Madlib.
Pepto-Bismol.
It was very pink. Okay, well, that has been an interesting episode. We went from Broadway to Wes Anderson, which I really think there should be a marriage of those two.
Ooh, that would have been a really fun smash up. Style blend.
I agree. Well, I think it would be kind of cool in real life, like a Broadway musical version of a famous Wes Anderson film, like maybe the musical version of the Royal Tenenbaums, or...
That was exactly what was in my head, so yeah.
That would be cool.
Moonrise Kingdom.
Oh, Moonrise Kingdom would be a great musical.
Amazing.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. We're going to go write our big magnum opus now of the Wes Anderson musical. But you guys, make sure you click on like and subscribe before you leave here, and we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Like and subscribe.
The algorithm demands it.